Hi, I'm Caitlin Goddard from Garthlop Secondary School. We're sorry we couldn't come read you our story, but I'm going to read you mine anyways. Okay, so the title of the book is Kermit the Spotted Frog. Kermit was a 10-year-old frog that was green with many green spots that covered his entire body. He lived with his parents and his 5-year-old sister Rosa. They lived in a small village which was a beautiful swamp called Hotville. At school, all the frogs made fun of Kermit because he had spots all over him while others did not. They always called him Ugly Spots. A frog in his class named Robert never stopped picking on him. It was 2 weeks before school finished for the summer. Kermit was still alone and friendless like always. He was sitting at the front of the school eating his cheese sandwich at recess, and then suddenly a basketball rolled towards him, as slow as a turtle. Robert screamed, "Hey, Ugly Spots, pass me the ball already!" Kermit was scared of Robert, so he quickly picked up the ball and threw it at him. A girl named Ella was watching from afar. She leaped over a few rocks towards Kermit. "That guy thinks he's great at basketball, but let's face it, we could beat him any day," she said. Kermit laughed. "I doubt it, but okay." Ella replied, "You don't think so? I bet you're good. Let's go play." The two of them headed into the school to play basketball. "Okay, let's make a deal," Ella said. "Okay, as long as it has nothing to do with Robert," Kermit replied. "I can't make any promises," she said. "Fine, what is it?" Kermit replied. "The loser of the game has to play in the basketball tournament next week against Robert's team, and the winner just has to watch." "Okay, deal," he said. The two frogs started to play, and they played basketball for the whole break. The scores were tied the whole time, but in the last minute, Ella scored. She had won the game. This meant that now Kermit had to enter the basketball tournament. "Don't worry, I'll help you practice," she added. "Okay," Kermit said, as he sighed and frowned. The next day, Kermit signed up for the basketball tournament at lunch, and Robert came up and pushed him. "What do you think you're doing? You can't sign up for this," he yelled. Kermit started crying. Then Ella appeared in the doorway. "If you're allowed to sign up for this, so can Kermit, even if he looks a bit different than you," she replied. Robert didn't say anything. He just walked away with his two friends, Lucas and Caleb. For the next week and a half, Kermit practiced every day after school with Ella, sweating as much as a pig in the sun. He was ready to win this basketball game and beat Robert. Finally, the day of the basketball tournament had come, and all the students and teachers were gathered on the bleachers to watch. They were all cheering on Robert's team. The crowd was as loud as a motorcycle riding down a dirt road. Robert's team was made up of all of his athletic friends, so Kermit's had all the random frogs that he didn't know. They had no chance to win at all. The game began, and suddenly Robert's team had scored 6 points in the first 2 minutes, and Kermit started to panic. But he knew if he lost the game, he would get bullied even more. Then a second later, Kermit started running extremely fast toward the net and scored a basket. Ella was screaming so loud by this point. Minutes later, Robert's team had 12 points, and Kermit's team had 10, and there was 5 minutes left in the game. They all continued to play. With a minute left, the score still hadn't changed, so it looked like Robert's team was going to win. Now there was only 30 seconds left. The clock was counting down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Then suddenly, Kermit snatched the ball from Robert's hand and shot it in the middle of the court, and it got in. His team had won. Everyone was chanting and screaming, "Kermit! Kermit! Kermit!" He was overwhelmed and was dancing around the court with Ella. Robert came over to Kermit. "Good game, dude. You're really good. We should play on the same team sometime," he said. They shook hands. Kermit was smiling from ear to ear now. The frogs were seeing him as more than just an ugly frog now. Now it was the summertime, and every day Kermit had frogs from his school calling him and asking him to play. Kermit and Ella even went to a basketball camp together with lots of their friends. They couldn't wait to get back to school in the fall to see all of their new friends. The end. Thank you.